Right then, so day four. Yeah, we're just saying we could do with more than 40 minutes for this one because it looks a good day's race in this. We kick off with Try and Firdle. Mark?
Eh, I've no real big opinion, but I think the Irish form's been a little bit. People are saying it's worse than it is. I think Helen Neighbour's got a good chance. I think he's only doing enough. Gavin Cromwell, I'm a bit of a fanboy, everyone knows that, but yeah, it is a worry that he's not winning by far, but I just think he's winning easy, even though he's not winning by far.
Yeah, he pulls
A lot
himself
of
up,
people,
doesn't he, when he gets to the
yes,
front? Yeah,
but they fancied this for a while, and Cromwell had that one that won the champion heard of. Oh,
oh
I
yeah.
can't remember.
I know the
Anyway,
horse you mean, the 5-year-old, weren't it? Yeah.
yeah, um, he knows a good horse when he sees one come, and he like it was a 2 miler. So I feel like Hill and Neighbour. I think he's got far better chance than the odds give him. I would have him. I've backed him, but not. I wouldn't back him at the price now, but I have backed him. Um, I haven't backed Lalamba. You'd trust Nicky to have that horse ready, but the form's been let down by Mondo Man. I know all the speed people are talking about East India Dock, and he does jump well, but for me, I'd stick with Hello Neighbour
Yeah,
each
it's
week.
it's amazing talking to you because we haven't really talked about all these races before. How kind of similar our thoughts are on a lot of them. I'd kind of echo that. I ain't got a massive view on race. I, I know I'm not going to back East India Dock, and I'd say Lalamba or Hello Neighbour. I, I love I love Lalamba visually watching him. I think he's going
Yeah,
to be the best horse here. You know, next season if he's the best horse. You know, Friday coming. I don't know. Um, But yeah, I like him. And yeah, East India Dock for me, you know, you just know Nicky and Gavin are going to have these horses like primed for Cheltenham, and you don't see the best of them before Cheltenham. Whereas I wonder if we've kind of seen the best of East India Dock already, you know.
yeah,
Although that is a high bar he sets, admittedly. To me, I I look at this and I think he's round about fives, isn't he, LONA? But he looks to
yeah,
me like a each way bet to nothing almost. Like, I think, yeah, I think he's a cracking each way bet. I mean, you'll probably get first four on the day. If you're getting 5-1 first four on the day, I'd say that's probably the angle in, like, him each way.
yeah.
That's how I'd play it, I think, yeah. I think he'll,
Yeah, when Cromwell puts a unraced horse in a grade two first time out, and then he wins a grade one, I think he's been a little bit overlooked to be this price. Because
yeah.
Cromwell knows what he's got most of the time. He's not, I think he's really good. So yeah, I'll trust him. I know the Nicky horse is probably going to be the best, and he was looked unbelievable. But yeah, it's hard to go against the Nicky horse in the Triumph as well. Any 2 mile race, Nicky's always got the one you probably want to be on. But I trust Cromwell. I'm going to hold on neighbour.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not totally decided. I could end up back in Lalamba if he's like 5-2 on the day or something, but I will definitely be back in Hello Neighbour each way anyway, and I may have a little bit on Lalamba. I don't know. We'll see, but I do think, like a few people have mentioned, the horse that came second to Hello Neighbour last time, Galileo Dame.
Yeah,
I think he was just far better than them. It's just because I fell into that trap with his run before. I was fancying Lady Vague Allen to maybe turn it round with him.
Yeah,
He did the same. Well, what we saw the race, she were cutting him down close home, and I'm thinking there's not much in this, but I think, yeah, the way he races, the way he pulls himself in up when he gets to the front is like masking his superiority, I'd say, like, yeah,
yeah, I think that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then, right, these are good races, aren't they? I think it should be the county next, and then it's probably another handicap, isn't it? Oh no, yeah, we've got the Mayor's Chase now as the third race in. Any views here?
Oh,
Is this Dino Blue? Is it buying money this or?
well, I don't like Dino Blue, but I don't like anything in this race. I have got my fingers burned bad here. I've already been burned by bioluminescence already, and I could get my fingers further burned by only by night if she didn't run. So I've had enough of this race. I'm not playing in this anymore. Allegory Devasi, you can't trust. Dino Blue might not stay. Limitless hasn't run well all season. Bright Hill got beat at Huntingdon. Oh, this is too tough for me. And I've already been burned and I could get burned again. So yeah, that's enough. Enough of the mayor's chase for me.
Yeah, it looks a poor race, doesn't it? I I'd like Spindlebury if she comes here. I don't think she will. But if she did turn up here, I'd like
Yeah.
Spindlebury. I think what she did from 2 out last time, I was really impressed with that. Um, and like I said before, I think Dino Blue, Allegory de Bassi, and only by night. I'm not sure any of them want a stiff 2.5, really.
No.
And I think if Spindlebury came here and she were within a couple of lengths coming to the last any of those, I think she'd win. But that's probably irrelevant because she's probably not going to come here. Um, yeah, Dino Blue's been beat here 3 times already at the festival. Allegory's been beaten this twice. If if it comes up goodish ground on the day and only by nights here, I think I'd probably chance her. Um,
Mm.
if
Yeah, but it would have to be good ground.
yeah,
And you'd be hoping for a bit of a slow pace as well to sort of give
yeah,
it an easy sort of half mile so that it's not such a staying test as well. But she's jumped great, but
yeah. She kind of looks like a 2 miler, doesn't she? But
yeah,
I think
yeah,
Keith got her for the last day, and I think he was quite positive for this race. And then
mm,
Sergino came out, and yeah, I'm not sure which way they're going to go yet.
mm,
Um, but just at the prices, I'd probably chance her, and even this telepathic, I don't know. I, I can't back Dino Blue anyway, even so. If I have a bet in the race, it'll be, I'll, yeah, it won't be
mm.
Dino Blue Allegory anyway, but I won't be very confident in that one.
No, not for me.
I hope Spindlebury goes there, but probably not. Um, oh wow, 320. They have shuffled these. Yeah. Oh, to be fair, yeah, Albert Bartlett then. Yeah. Do you like
You
anything?
want to go first? You got a bit of a project, couple of projects in here.
I have. You know, it's a race you don't mind backing something at a price, is it? So we had a bit each way early season at a big price. I think it were 50s, 40s on Sounds Victorious. No great confidence, but he just looks the sort of horse to me that might plod in into a place like, and yeah, I didn't mind him at a big price. The one I've come to lately is this Ballybow. I really like this Ballybow. I like his attitude. He's won over 2-2, and I loved his prep last time. It's like a month before Cheltenham. He only got racing over the last 3, so he's not had a slog. and he did clock 37 there on the little speedo thing, which is, that's some going for a 3 mile novice, like, but I do think he might need cutting the ground. So it's going to be a bit of a weather watch for him. I backed him all the way down from 50s. I think he's sort of 16s, 14s now. Um, but he's breeding. I love his breeding. He's like Noble Yates flipped round, on his breeding. And the more of a test it is, if it were last year's Albert Bartlett, I think he'd be doing a stellar story anyway. I think he's,
Mhm.
you know, yeah, I do really like him, but I do think as as we sit here right now, I mean, we pretty much, final demands 1 million to be here, and the yellow clay at the moment it seems like he's going Turner, so I'm looking at the race without him in it. If the yellow clay did rock up here, he'd be tough to beat, I think. I do. And I also like the big Westerner. She's getting back now because you take them big two out and she's got to be like 7-2 favourite. But I think
Yeah.
a little like Ballybow, I think she'll probably need a bit of cut in the ground too. They both run graded races over 3 mile. Jasmine Deva, just not for me. No. Um, you know, poor jumper. Yeah, but no, I don't like that horse. Jet Blues. I don't like these French horses, to be honest. I always take them on. I used to take on Jesus Barracuda every day, every year. I'd take on Barracuda, and he were a brilliant horse. But I finally had my day with Iris's gift. But yeah, but I wouldn't argue people that like JetBlue. Um, Darius and Paddy's impressed me over here. He's
Yeah, he's
I
been quick.
like how that horse sort of tried to intimidate him and he just bounced it off like,
Yeah.
he's a nice horse as well. It's wide open, isn't it? I think you could name maybe 5 or 6 and still miss the winner here. I don't know what do you think? Like,
I backed the Big West there early in the season, big price. I don't fancy it at all, man, even though it's going to be favourite. I don't think Amir's going to win this. I like Ballybo, but the one I have thought about all season for this, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but and you're going to laugh because you don't like it at all. But Jasmine Deva. And early in the season, I watched this interview with Willie Malin, and he sort of made a bit of a mistake. And he said, they said, they're asking about horses, and he said, oh, Jasmine Deva. And Willie said, oh, yeah, Jasmine Deva. He said, that's an Albert Bartlett horse. And then the interviewer said, yeah, that's the one that won the bumper, Willie. And he goes, oh, yeah, 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 well, we might go turnings with it. And it stuck with me all season when he said it. I said, Albert Bartlett horse. Right, well, we'll see about that later in the season. And when I saw it run at the Dublin Racing Festival, I said to everyone after, I said, that Jasmine DeVoe's 33 to 1 for the Albert Bartlett now. I said, I think I'll have a bit of that. I'm telling everybody, I never backed it. They all did. And now it's tens. It's tens. And I can just see it. And I tell you, some of the people in the yard are talking about it. I heard Walsh talk about it. But there was a preview a couple of nights ago, and I heard Katie Walsh talking about it and all, and that made my ears straight up because I was thinking, well, she's not just picked it up from nowhere. That's Ruby coming home with that. So I've got a feeling about Jasmine DeVoe might run a right big race here. I mean, you look at his runs and you think, no, but the form of the 2 mile race is good. Work ahead was fourth.
yeah.
He was staying on quite good in that DRF race as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking rubbish, but I never got the 33s. That's what's annoying. Everybody else has got it, and I haven't. And I told them all to do it. So yeah, I'm a bit upset about that. But and I keep looking in every account I've got, going, I'm sure I backed that when I said it, but it's not there, so I obviously didn't. But Ballyball's got a chance. It's always a race like you had Stellar Story at 30 feet one last year. You just never know.
No,
You know, it's a race where you just. I mean, Vanilli won a ridiculous price one season. So yeah, it's a hard race. It's not one to be taking. If you're getting beat, it's not your get out
no,
race.
no, 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 definitely not. No, but yeah, I'm quite pleased we sort of think differently there because we kind of agree on a lot, don't we? So that was fine. I just don't know if Jasmine Deva.
Oh, its jumping's just shocking. But
It's
they say it's like they jump it nearly every day at home to try and get it better. And I'm not surprised. But I
yeah,
tell you though, if you look at that DRF race coming round the bend just before Final Demand comes out to challenge, he's right in there. He's right in there until like the final bend. He was right on Mossy's sister and Wingman,
yeah,
and then he fell back. But I don't know. I mean, I'm probably talking rubbish, and if I was on at 33s, I'd be a lot happier than I think I got some 14s and some 12s, but I'm fuming, fuming. But you see, once these two come out, you've got to back now. Because
yeah,
once these two come out, like all the horses are going to plummet.
yeah, yeah. Definitely, it's a good race to bet in now. This one. I mean, Jasmine Deva is going to be. It might go favourite, like on the day. I
Yeah,
think
it could,
you know.
especially if they keep punting it, like no, well, not punting it, but talking it up. Because if Ruby Wolf starts talking, you know what these horses are like. These big names talk them up, and then all of a sudden the price just collapses.
Yeah,
Um,
and he could be
so,
sitting there after Copet de Boards has won and Final Demands won. I mean,
but that's not to say they're going to win just because they talk them up. Because you sometimes wonder if they're talking them up because Paddy's told them to talk it up. They've probably gone in and said, "This has got no hope." Oh well, talk that up then.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I won't. We'll move on from that one then. Gold Cup. We're not going to spend much time on this. I think we both, like everybody else, we just want to see Galloping, get the third,
Yeah,
don't we? Really, and
yeah. I think there's only a couple of chances he gets beat, and that's if it's decent ground. Banbridge is better than we think,
yeah,
or a shock like he falls. Because
yeah,
I mean, but all season I've been banging on about Monty Star, but you're not going to get a good price on it to place because the horses are dropping out of this race. He's not going to be a good price to place now. I backed him 25 to 1 each way, but I knew I'd lost the win part mistake. So you're basically, even though you're getting 5 to 1 to place, you're only getting 5 to 2 because you've you've lost your win stakes. You've doubled the stake. So yeah, it's not a race to waste time on. I think Alpin the Champ will win.
yeah. I'm really hoping I know the way you're thinking. Don't get supplemented here because
I
got a
know,
nice
I
ticket
know.
for national.
And
And
Iroko's got beaten today as well. Two
uh,
and a half lengths, but I just looked just after this. But I expect them to lose to Grey Dawning anyway. And I think it's all geared for the national.
yeah,
But I don't understand this prep. Anyway, we better get on. We only got 40 minutes, and this is a day where we we have more fancies.
okay. Oh, the Foxhunters then. We'll do that next. As yeah, we'll do
Right.
that, and then we'll do like the handicaps. So
Do you like anything at Fox Centres?
to be honest with you, I know watching your videos, it's maybe at odds with you a little bit, but just looking at it, to me, Angels Dawns are kind of standout. I mean, these are hunter chasers, and
Mm.
she's took out of Kim Muir. She'd have probably been second in another one last year.
Yeah,
I don't know if any of these horses would be up to that level. I don't know all that much about them, but that's some level of form to bring to the race, and she gets £7 as well.
I know. Yeah, she has got a great chance.
I suppose the ground she wants a bit ease in the ground, doesn't she?
Yeah, on Angels Dawn, I'm a little bit mad, like, because I got told there in the season, I know a lad who's well into the pointing scene, and he told me, you get any better than 8-1 Angels Dawn, just back it for the Foxhunters. And I said, yeah, all right. And it was hard to get a price at the time. Angels Dawn wasn't even quoted, even though they had prices. Angels Dawn wasn't there. And he didn't want to ask for a price because you know, fine, then you're just setting the alarm bells off
Yeah,
if you do. Uh, and then by the time it got quoted, it got put up on that being the ante, and the
yeah,
prices started to go. And I suppose not getting the price I wanted sort of made me a bit mad about it. I do know though that he said to me that Rye Hill wasn't properly fit when Angels Dawn beat it. So don't take that as a
yeah,
precise bit of form. And Rye Hill is quite well fancied by the yard, but he's got this tendency to make a right bad mistake, and he did it at Naas. He got away with it, but he nearly unshipped the jockey, and then he bolts him, even
yeah.
making that mistake. But he can make that mistake. So I think he's got a bit of a chance. Roy Hill, obviously, will it go ahead's got a chance as well. Um,
JP's bought that, hasn't he?
yeah, it has got a chance, especially as it's looking like it might get ground as well. And I think that's the thing. The more the ground is firmer, the more chance he's got, and the less chance Angel Dawn's got, because I think it wants soft.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I think in truth, most people would think Angel Dawn getting £7 should come here and run a real big race. I wouldn't have it, it's on the line at all.
What's that? What's that? Do you know that cost me a fortune last year, that horse? And I didn't mean it to. It's just you have these multiples, don't you? And he win all these tricks, and yeah, he let me down for a fortune last year. I don't know how he got beat. I don't. I fell out with that horse. I have. In fact, I backed him the last twice at Cheltenham. I backed him the year before. It was just a throwaway bet. I just thought, oh, Derek O'Connor. I think he was 25s a couple of days before. And I thought, oh, I'll just have 20 quid on this. This will do me light. And then last year he let me down. So you can guarantee I won't back him this year. He's going to get it done, like, But,
You see,
no,
that's the worry with them as well. You look at that race where Rye Hill beat It's on the Line, you think It's on the Line's got no chance, but it's Emmett Mallon's.
yeah,
And it
yeah.
could have been 60% fit for that race last time and then turn up at Cheltenham fully revved up to go, you know? So, yeah, difficult.
So
Um,
you like Ryle to run a big race, softer the ground. You'd say better Angels Dawn and better ground. Will it go ahead?
yeah,
Yeah, okay. I think so.
your Angels Dawn.
Yeah, to be honest, I did. Do you know? I feel bad admitting it, but that up in the ante thing one, weren't it? And they boosted it to 12s. And I thought, I'll have a bit of that. Just, I didn't have much on it, but I threw a bit on it at 12s. And I hadn't really thought much about the race since. So I ain't got it for much, but I've got a little bit on her at 12s. And yeah, she will need some ease in the ground, won't she? Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so the county hurdle then.
On you go. You go first.
All right. Well, this were I still smile thinking about this race last year with you. Yeah, brilliant race for you last year. I'll tell you, if he turns up here again, I don't know how likely it is, but to me, off what's he 146, I don't think another £8 would bother him.
No.
He might not be here at all, but to me, this is a race you want a kind of lightly raced novice sort of between like 135 and 139, or you want something that's like fringe champion hurdle horse around like 150s, I think he's I think he's a kind of fringe champion hurdle horse, and I think 146 underestimates him. But it might. I think basically this race, I like McClory as well. It's a great race. I think there's a lot more to come from McClory. I think you want Paul Townsend's ride, whichever that may be. Although I wouldn't be so keen on Ethical Diamond. It just looks to me to have got put up a little bit more than you'd like. If he won Cargeese, I'd definitely be on Cargeese. Um, Joseph Source looks to have got in lightly here to me. 132 Lark in the morning. It's another one. He's plotted this up anti all season, and the more bad things he says about this horse, the more I like it. He says it's difficult. I mean, last year he couldn't go on every ground, could he? And he dotted up like. And this year apparently it's a cripple and he can't train it properly. And yeah, the more he
Did you
says
see his
things about,
last run?
yeah, yeah. The more bad things he says about it, the more I like it. I back most of the market leaders here, and I'll play a Bartlett race near it time. I wouldn't like to just nail my colours to any mast at minute. If uh, Valgrand, obviously he's another plot for it race from Skelton. I mean, Willie and Dan's won this, haven't they? What, 9 out of the last
Nine.
10 years between them?
Yeah.
I think you can throw in McClory, Fem at Mullins, and Lark in the morning for Joseph. So there you go. I've just kind of tipped up front 8 in market. So what do you like there, mate?
I honestly could not believe I'm looking at the race and I'm seeing absurd 146, ethical diamond 143. I'm like, £3 between ethical diamond, who's won a maiden hurdle, and absurd, who's won, coming past 21 horses in the home straight and beating Lotus Sood, who's £18 higher now than actually I think it's even more than £18 higher now than he was then. You look at that race. I was watching it when he was going past Lotus Sood, and then I was trying to blank out Lotus Sood and see how fast he was going against the rest. Not Lotus Sood, but the rest. I
Yeah.
mean, he's running away from the rest, like the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth. I'm sorry, it's just sprinting away from them like he's just joined in.
Yeah, because Lou just
Can't put,
weren't stopping. He were coming
oh,
clear at rest as well, weren't he? But yeah.
Lotus Sood was possibly a stone well in, and he's gone past him like he's a tree.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I can't believe he's only got £8 more, but I don't know if he's running.
No,
But
no.
if not, that Lark in the morning last time out held up last. He was the favourite. He's held up last as favourite, and he's run on in the eighth. And it was like couldn't have been more obvious if they tried. I can't believe it's Mark. It's 132 or
132. Yeah.
oh, I mean like I can't back Lark in the morning yet because I want to see if Absurd's running. I've just backed Absurd, no runner, no bet. If it runs and it gets beat,
Yeah.
I'll not be happy, but I'll be poor. That's for sure. I'll be poor. But then I looked at the race. And I think I might. I said it to someone. The race was way slower than Modsboro's trying hurdle,
Yeah.
but they went hard in the Modsboro race. They went hard early. At 7 seconds slower, which is a lot, really. It's 20 lengths, but and that would say, like you look at Cargesi's mark as well, 141. I mean, like you say, if Absurd didn't run, you'd like Cargies off 141. I'd rather Cargies off 141 than Ethical Diamond off 143,
Yeah. No
for
brainer.
sure.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah.
But Lark in the morning, he really off 132. I mean, the way he won the Doodles last year. And yeah, he didn't like soft ground, but he's absolutely flown up the hill like an airplane. Like, it's like he makes you laugh, doesn't it? I think Joseph is going to have a good festival. So yeah, if Absurd didn't run, it'd be Lark in the morning or Cargasi. But yeah, hard to see anything from the back. I like I know Valgrand's coming back down the way it's back, and I know the way he won against Gail Mahler was good, but I think this is very strong,
Yeah, yeah,
very strong, and I wouldn't want that if Absurd runs. I will be all over him. Even I just think that flat pace that he's got is frightening.
yeah.
And the
It's,
way he came past them last year, like you, I was watching it, and he actually got stuck in behind the horse for about 50 yards, and Townend didn't seem to be bothered, as if he knew he was going to get there anyway. So it didn't matter if I'll just wait for another gap. And when you're going that well, you can get the gaps
yeah, yeah,
because you've got the speed to go in it. Yeah, yeah. I got to watch what I say because I'm gonna. I hate influencing other people. And I know if I get too excited, everyone's going to think, oh, that Absurd's a cert. But it's not a cert because this is a 22 runner handicap at Cheltenham and there's no certs at Cheltenham. And certainly not in the handicaps, but I do like him. I do like Absurd if
yeah,
he runs. But I don't know. I have the feeling he isn't going to run because, but he's entered.
yeah. It's hard to know, isn't it? I don't know either. But yeah, non-runner no bet. You don't have to worry about that, do you? So
No. But I
uh,
haven't like backed him each way. There's no each way in this.
no,
Like
no,
it's
yeah,
all in.
yeah, definitely. And Lark in the mornings, I'm just looking 45th on the list. I mean, he's maybe done too well here. He's got to get in. I don't know how certain it is to get in. But
Yeah, there'll be quite a few in other races, though, will there?
yeah, yeah. I mean, they will. Um,
He'll sneak in somewhere, I bet you.
yeah, I don't know. Willie might run 12 here just to keep it out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
keep him out. Yeah. But
Uh,
yeah, who would you take out of Absurd or Kagezi then?
um, absurd. Yeah.
Yeah, and so would I.
Um, yeah, I just think he's like a group horse on flat near enough, isn't he? I do think he's like a fringe champion hurdle horse, but
Yeah,
if both them run, I'd back whichever Paul Townend won, and I don't think they'll run absurd unless Paul's on it. Um,
yeah,
so
yeah. I
then,
like him. Yeah, he's
so then last race, I think we've got back. Well, dog's just come in. Last race, then Martin Park. We've got about 6 minutes for this, Mark. So I know you like one here, I think.
I did like Wu too, but it's every man and his dogs on now. And I like yours as well, but it got crucified
Yeah,
in the weights,
seven.
didn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, tap on the goal got a lot. Yeah, to be honest, I've backed Blue too, but I'm losing confidence because I do worry he might go to the mayors and this magic horse that you want maybe talk about could come in here. Like I
I
just
think
don't get this. Like it is £2.2 to the kilo. So if it's rated 68 in France, you don't multiply by two, you multiply by 2.2,
oh
which
no,
means it'd be a one.
they did change it, didn't they? I think it is two now. It used to be 2.2 and they changed it now.
Yeah, but that means it's getting in off 136. It should be 148.
Yeah. No, I think that's standard for every horse now from France. They do the
Yeah.
times two rather than, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how I'd feel about this. The devil in me thinks it'd be quite funny to see this win be 10, because it's a bit like Willie don't like all these changes at Cheltenham, and it's a bit
No.
like Willie sticking two fingers up here if this goes in.
Yeah.
The other
It's
side of me
like,
is like, oh look, all these guys that have, if you back some like, if you like people that are on like Woodoo or Tap on the Go, to watch yours come second to this. It almost feels like cheating. It's a bit like Langadance type vibes, isn't it? You know.
Well, you
Um,
see, this is how I would feel about Joyous winning the Mayors.
yeah,
All season, all I've been worrying about is brighter days ahead and Lossiemouth, and then this thing that's not entered
yeah.
comes in 5 days before and beats you, and you feel like, well, that's not the game. That's not even entered, and it's come and beat me.
The one thing I noticed we would do is the first thing Gordon said when he starts talking about brighter days ahead going to the champion hurdle is, yeah, we might supplement Woodoo for the mares. Now he's already got Carla Conti in the mares. Suggests to me he thinks Woodoo's a better horse than Carla Conti.
Yeah,
Carla Conti's rated 145. This Woodoo's rated 141. Uh, yeah, so I think yeah, he's got a few pound in hand there, I think, the mare. She won't be a typical winner of this, but they have changed the rules, so maybe, yeah, maybe you're not getting so many sort of future graded chases in here now.
yeah. I think the changes have changed this race. I mean, the other horse that's absolutely been nailed to the floor for a run at this is no ordinary Joe.
Yeah,
That last run. Oh,
yeah, yeah, he's like an each way one, isn't he?
but your one's been really trained for this. Tap on the go. It's not been off a drop.
No, I've loved this horse for a while for it. I backed this down from kind of 33s, and every time I watch a preview night now, someone's mentioning this horse, like, which kind of worries me a bit. And the handicap he gave it 7. That's
Yeah, that's harsh.
yeah. It's going to be there or thereabouts. I've kind of got a feeling it might hit the bar now, but it might fall in. It's cracking each way. I think
Mhm.
if it's going to win into this magic horse or something, or even the Gordon horse there, she's well handicapped. I think but. I think it's going to run a massive race, this Tap on the Go anyway, and it's going to go close, I'd say. Um,
Yeah. How long we got?
we've got about a minute and a half.
Uh, so, what's your best bet on Friday and the best bet of the meeting?
Wow. Best bet on Friday. If it goes at a price, I'd say absurd. I think we might be kind of similar there.
I would say absurd too. Yeah, sadly,
So
because uh,
non-runner no bet. That's a good bet. Then we're saying, and at the meeting, yeah, I like Gavin's horse in the Mayor's Novice 6.5. I think, yeah, uh, yeah, not a fancy price now, but like a solid one at single figures, that would be my one of them. Like,
yeah,
about yourself,
I don't know actually. To be honest, it's absurd. I think I could see that being 5-2 if it wrong.
right? There we go then. So we're just about finished. So yeah,
But
absurd
thanks
non
very much for
no
doing
bet.
this, Steve. Thanks very much for doing the videos.
Oh no, yeah, same mate. I appreciate it. First time I've done one with anyone, and I'm glad it's been with you anyway, Mark. So
But
right then.
okay,
Yeah.
thanks very much, Steve. Right, right.
All right. See you, Mark. Bye.